All right, I guess we are live, but I'm not able to see my own preview on the browser. It's all black here. Why am I not visible? Mm, it took it took a long time in order to load my stream, पर कोई बात नहीं है ना. And I just realized something really crazy about myself, that I have been willing to work and have been willing to learn JavaScript since 2021, and it's 2024 now. It's 2024 and the month is 3, so it's been absolutely more than 2 years and I have not been able to do anything about myself. 2022, 2023. You can almost consider it 2.5 years since I've tried to do something, but I have never put in the actual hours. I don't know. I have not been consistent. I have not been true to myself, and I have wasted a lot of time. It is a really shattering feeling. Something has broken inside me. Since I've observed and noticed this note over here. I have made this note in 2021 and I haven't really observed it since, like, I created a new note for myself and I did not wanted to read beyond this list, but this just suddenly flashed onto my eye, and the only answer to this is, I don't know. I either do dead end jobs like I have always done, or just to stick to it and then actually put some effort to it, take effort towards it. I'm not sure whether I'll be doing anything great or not with this, and wherever I'm going, wherever I'm heading, I don't know. But I still do think that I'm made for it. I need to do it. I just need to find some way, some I am made for this job, not this job where I am at, but for this thing, this coding thing, this programming thing. I am made for it, but I'm just very confused, or I'm yet to figure it out. There is a reason why I keep coming back to it, you know, and that reason I don't know. If I don't know that reason by myself, then there is something within me that just gets me back to it again and again, again and again, again and again. Even if I have not achieved anything significant, that's just the pure fault of my not having a, I mean, not having a consistent routine, or maybe not putting proper hours, or getting demotivated. I don't know. And I still think that I can do this. Others think that I don't, but I still think that I can do this. So we are not going to waste much time, and we are going to look for the projects. Even if the entire world burns, we are not going to get our focus away. ठीक है? We are going to focus this time, and we are hopefully going to make it somewhere within a month or two. Why I think that I can do this? Because I have been doing it for so long time. Even if I was not consistent, I have been doing for so long time. कुछ तो आया होगा दिमाग में, कुछ तो आया होगा दिमाग में, पूरा वेस्ट तो नहीं गया होगा ना, कुछ तो आया होगा. लास्ट टाइम पे जो चैट एप्लीकेशन पे काम कर रहे थे ना, वी वोंट बी वर्किंग ऑन दैट एनीमोर. इंस्टेड व्हाट वी विल डू इज दैट चैम्प लिख रहा हूँ मैं. Is there not anything similar to SQL backend development? Yeah, quality assurance, relational database certification. There is this structure to it, and we are going to try and do this, like maybe doing half an hour a day and learn it. ठीक है. Since learning SQL alone is itself boring, what we are going to do is that uh, like why will you want me to learn Bash if I'm signing up for SQL? मुझे अभी के लिए तो सिर्फ कोई SQL वाला चाहिए. Cannot find anything much here. Okay, we do not have anything such as this in the managing packages within PM, package manager and recipe command line. ठीक है यार. I guess we can do this. इससे भी कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा. ठीक है. इससे भी कुछ सीखने को मिल सकता है. And along with this, what we are going to do is uh, Okay. I have figured out, like, I have chalked out a plan for. We need to make another note here. And in this note, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the backend development or API wala thing from free code camp. And uh, can okay. SQL bold SQL bold 30 minutes every day. ठीक है. फ्री कोड कैंप का 30 मिनट्स बैकएंड एपीआई वगैरह. ठीक है. Development time is going to be for like, okay, we are not going to factor in the development time जितना भी पूरा time बचेगा ना, it will all go to development. What we are going to do is we are going to take 1 hour somehow, and if it is a lifelong time, lifelong thing, you know, we are going to be hard on us and we are going to say that 30 minutes for lead code every day. I don't know. 30 minutes for lead code and rest of the time in development. इसमें और सबसे important चीज़ है which I often forget is to apply for. Maybe that is enough. Yeah, that is enough. If I'm able to do this for the period of 4 to 6 months, nobody can actually really beat me. ठीक है. Nobody can actually really beat me, no matter how bad things happen. If I'm able to do this for 6 to 7 months, nobody can actually beat me. And I will try my best to not to um go in depression, not to go into depression, yeah, anything like that. I'm going to be completely focused. I'm going to act completely sane and stuff like that. Let's go. Here we go again. Start with Where is that? Yeah. Yeah, this one microservices which is one modular application together in environment development the APIs and development learn how to write the backend apps and also web application. Other people are NPM is not project manager recommended to install them you so before starting the project it's important to ignore and creating the variants and with the case and then the beginning of using the NPM coding how to work with the dependencies and how to manage your install dependencies so this is what we are going to put after and how to use packages on the board or the any node JS project or the NPM package. How to use packages on the board of the any Node.js and the Node.js project and the NPM package. Okay. Working on these challenges, you will involve writing, you will involve you writing the modules and the language and on the GitHub team. You know, the working on the challenge will involve the writing will involve you writing your own code using all the people complete the challenge locally. You are a report started to complete the challenges and use the site builder of a people to complete. Use the site builder of your choice to complete the project. Be sure to incorporate all the files on the GitHub builder. This is our pattern of this is starter. Solution git pod. Completed the categorization is a center. Categorization is the center of the node. Yes, project on an NPM package. Okay. It's the center of the Node.js project or an NPM package. It stores the information about your project and consists of the communication. Audit where the information is stored as key value pairs. ठीक है information is stored as key value pairs. ठीक है यहाँ pairs कितनी है यहाँ पे पेयर है key value pair. ठीक है key and value pair. There are two required names that is name and the version but it's not a practice to There are two required fields, that is name and the version. They are looking for giving the information. Please can we can read file for this JSON from terminal using npm init command. This will you run package setup npm init with the y flag will generate the file without removing or having any button. If you look at the tree of the project, you will find the package based on file in the top level. Package based on file in the top level of the tree, and this file that you have that you will have improving in the next couple of challenges. But you will be these challenging one of the most common pieces will be information that will also feel that is why you created project in this or this on that online all the children recommended economic children recommended or economic children recommended simple. An author is recommended for these projects to be able to select the following example will be for this project. This is the author of the for writing JSON, so field name must be double quotes and commas. Comma value for example, if you are using github, make sure the app is running in the preview mode is open. Make sure that the app is running and the preview mode is open. Copy the preview here. You can what you can do is that you can go to the github startup. Wow, whatever is that? Authorize it on. Okay. We are going to do is that working on this challenge and all. How प्रीव्यू मोड क्या होता है? Make sure the app is running in the preview window is open. Copy the push. Make sure the app is running in the preview window is open. ठीक है, फिर उसके बाद यहाँ पे पब्लिक में जाओ, यहाँ पे पैकेज और जेसन में जाओ, इनसाइड द पैकेज और जेसन you go and add one more field which is known as author basically. So author, inside the author I'm going to add another string which is known name. ठीक है, विभूति उनका we're going to simply have name and author विभूति उनका और कुछ नहीं. ठीक है, and we are going to take this. The next part of the good package.json file is description field. The next part of the good package.json file is the description field. Property parameters. Send your idea to the user when they decide whether the founding plans are not. However, that's not my indication. It's just it's an important every future self-understand or even your future self-understand the project quickly. This is regardless of what you plan now or your project description of the definitely recommended. Something इसके बाद a project start does something awesome. इसके बाद add a description to the package of JSON file. Add a description to the package of JSON file. ठीक है, तो इसके लिए what will I do? I will do the सबसे पहले मैं क्या करूँगा? I will go back. Git pod. ठीक है, गिट पॉड में जाके यहाँ पे जाके डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिस awesome. ठीक है, we are going to take this, we are going to save it, and we are going to, you know, I don't know how it's working, but ठीक है. फिर उसके बाद we go to the next channel. ठीक है, the keyword field is where you can describe your project using related keywords. Here's an example keywords, descriptive related words. Keyword field is where you can describe descriptive related words. तो वो मुझे कीवर्ड फील्ड ऐड करने को बोल रहा है बेसिकली। तो अब कीवर्ड फील्ड ऐड करने के लिए मैं क्या करूँगा, आई विल अगेन डू द सेम थिंग। एक्चुअली आई विल डू राइट कीवर्ड्स, और इसके बाद यहाँ पे हम मैं ये सब क्यों कर रहा हूँ पता नहीं, पर ठीक है। फूल फूल पीपल पीपल फाइंडर, ठीक है। I'm going to take this. I'm going to post it over here. And this keywords should include, ठीक है। क्या कर दिया इसमें मैंने, कीवर्ड इंक्लूड तो किया। फ्री कोड कैंप, कीवर्ड शुड इंक्लूड फ्री कोड कैंप। अच्छा सॉरी भाई। अब हो जाएगा भाई, ये लो, अभी तो किया मैंने। लिंक चेंज हो गया क्या? अच्छा गेट पॉड में हर बार प्रीव्यू लिंक चेंज हो जाता है क्या? अरे कर तो दिया, कीवर्ड से सही है, फ्री कोड कैंप पे सही है, अब क्या दिक्कत है? अच्छा ये दिक्कत है बेसिकली, इसको एग्जैक्टली ऐसा चाहिए, केस सेंसिटिव। ये लोगों की अब नहीं होगी दिक्कत। एक्चुअली टेस्ट कर रहा है ये चीज। The license field is you inform the user that some of the open projects including MIT and the PhD license. MIT and the PhD license information is not provided, and copyright laws in most of the countries would give you the ownership of what to create by default. However, it is always a good practice to explicitly state that what users can do and do. Here is an example of the license MIT. ठीक है, फिर the license field in the presentation file of your project as you find suitable, ठीक है। फिर the license field in the presentation file, मैं तो इसको ऐसे कर दूंगा, license field को लूँगा, and I should add one license field over here, and this. Sorry, let's say this. Like this. ठीक है, अब इसमें आज यूजुअल वही लिंक कॉपी कर देना ताकि सॉरी इनवैलिड लिंक ये लिया और यहाँ पेस्ट एंड हो गया भाई सबमिटेड कोड. A version is one of the required fields of a project. JSON, this field describes the current version of your project, and here is an example version 1.2.0. Add a version to the package.json file of your project. ठीक है, वर्जन वाला टैग ऐड करना है. ठीक है, तो मैं वर्जन वाला टैग यहीं से उठा के ऐड कर देता हूँ. ठीक है, इतना तो सबको आ ही रहा है, इतना तो क्या दिक्कत है. ठीक है, and I'm going to run this project as usual. One of the biggest reasons to use the package one of the biggest reasons to use the package manager is its powerful dependency management. Instead of manually having to make sure that you get all the dependencies whenever you set up a project or a new computer, npm automatically installs everything for you. But how can npm know exactly what your project needs to meet the dependency sections of the package.json? This is dependencies. ऐसे करके dependencies लिखेंगे and add your version of the dependencies from here of the free code camp package to the dependencies field in your package.json. ठीक है, तो ये बोल रहा है कि free code camp class example package as dependencies to as dependency field. ठीक है, so simple है. We go to the dependencies. Here we have already express installed, but इसमें बोला कि add ये वाला जो पैकेज है फीड कोड कैंप एग्जांपल वाला पैकेज, we need to add that in the dependencies. ठीक है, add that into the dependencies so that we can get. अच्छा, यहाँ पे कॉमा लगाना ज़रूरी है. And what version of that dependency we want? We want 4 point, sorry, we want 1.1.0, 1.1, sorry about that. We want 1.1.0. ठीक है, we need about that, and here we go. ठीक है, I'm going to copy this and completed challenge. ठीक है, फिर submit and go to the next challenge. The version of the npm package in the dependencies section. Manage dependencies by understanding the semantic version. So it's about the versions of the npm packages and the dependencies section of your package.json file. Follow what's called semantic versioning or the some version and industry standard of the software versioning aiming to be easier. देखो ये क्या होता है, versions of the npm packages in the dependency section of your package.json. Versions of the npm packages in the dependency section of the package.json file follow the semantic versioning, that is some version, an industry standard of software versioning aiming to make it easier to manage dependencies, that is libraries, frameworks and other tools, and publish on npm should and publisher on npm should use the self version in order to clearly communicate what kind of the changes and the projects can expect the update. But so knowing the same version can be useful when they develop a software that uses external dependencies, which you almost always do. One day you understand that these numbers will save you from accidentally including. Knowing the same version, that semantic version, can be useful when the developer software. And knowing the version can be useful when the developer when you develop software that uses dependencies. Because one day you Only your understanding of these numbers will always save you from accidentally introducing and breaking the packages to your breaking changes to your project, introducing breaking changes to your project without understanding what things that worked yesterday suddenly don't work today. And this is how semantic versioning works according to the official website. Package major minor patch. मेजर पहले रिलीज है फिर माइनर है फिर उसके बाद पैच है. The major version could increment when the version increment. ठीक है. सबसे पहले the major version should increment when you want incompatible API changes. The major version should increment when you make incompatible API changes. The minor version should increment when you add functionality in the backward compatible manner. Add functionality in a backward compatible manner. फिर उसके बाद the patch version should increment when you make a backward compatible bug fixes. And this means the patches are bug fixes and minors are new features that neither of them break what worked before. But उसके बाद finally the majors add changes that won't work earlier won't work earlier won't work with the earlier version. So let's the dependency section of your packages package.json file and changes the version of the add free code camp to major version 1 minor version 2 and patch version 13. ठीक है. तो बेसिकली ये बोल रहा है कि ये जो है ना अगर तुम डिपेंडेंसीज का ख्याल रखोगे तो कई सारी डिपेंडेंसीज है वो नई नई अपना वर्जन निकालते रहती है. तुम्हें ये ध्यान रखना कि तुम्हारे प्रोजेक्ट में मेन डिपेंडेंसी कौन सी थी. ये तुम्हें हेल्प करेगा कि अगर तुम एग्जैक्टली वही डिपेंडेंसी का वर्जन यूज़ करोगे तो तुम्हारे प्रोजेक्ट में अनएक्सपेक्टेडली चीज़ें टूटेगी नहीं, ख़राब नहीं होगी. ठीक है. तो ये है सेमांटिक वर्जनिंग. तो अपना जो फ्री कोड कैंप वाला पैकेज था ना उसमें जो माइनर वाला बग पैच है मतलब माइनर वाला जो वर्जन है वो 2 है. यानी कि आपने बैकवर्ड्स कंपैटिबल न्यू वर्जन फीचर ऐड किया है. एंड इसमें पैच जो है 12 है. यानी कि आपने बग्स को फिक्स किया है और कुछ नहीं है ना. एंड दिस इज एज यूजुअल ऐसे जाएगा. एंड आई हैव कंप्लीटेड द चैलेंज. 13 होना चाहिए था. सॉरी. उसने बोला तो 12 है यहाँ पे. हाँ सॉरी. हाँ बात सही बोल रहा. वही बात है. अच्छी अच्छी चीज़ जानने को मिल रही है वैसे. फिर उसके बाद यूज द टिल्ड कैरेक्टर टू ऑलवेज यूज द लास्ट पैच वर्जन ऑफ द डिपेंडेंसी. लास्ट पैच वर्जन टू ऑफ द डिपेंडेंसी. फिर उसके बाद in this last challenge you told that npm to only include a specific version of the package and that's useful to way to freeze your dependency. If you need to make sure that the different parts of your projects stay compatible with each other, but in most use case you don't want to miss a bug fixes since they include important security patches and hopefully don't break the things in doing so. The to allow npm dependency to update the latest patch version, you can fix the dependency version by using tilde character. And here is an example of how to do that. Okay, package and फिर उसके बाद we add a tilde in front of that. In package.json file, your current rule of how the npm may upgrade as the code camp example. Here to use a specific version is 1.2.13, but now you want to allow the latest 1.2.n X version, फिर उसके बाद use the tilde character to prefix the version of the free code camp example dependencies. Allow the npm to update it to any new patch releases. ठीक है. But now you want to allow the latest version, that is in this package or JSON file your current rule of following is to specific version 1.3, but now you want to allow the latest version, that is X. Use the tilde character as a prefix of this in your dependency. ठीक है. So basically I want to do is I want to do tilde here है ना, तो tilde ऐड कर देते हैं है ना, और we do this and obviously मैं एक refresh मारूंगा. नहीं, मैं refresh नहीं मारूंगा क्योंकि ये हो गया. And with this I have completed this challenge and dismiss. इसी बात पे भाई I will go and post this. I'll go and post this. ठीक है, on LinkedIn basically, on LinkedIn, on LinkedIn. ट्विटर पे भी डाल देता हूँ. X, you go to x.com and here you say बहुत funny था. Hundred days of code. Learn public. इतना ज़्यादा ओवर ब्लोट नहीं करो, ठीक है, चीज़ों को। एंड वी आर गोइंग टू post here, and we are going to post the same thing on LinkedIn too. Because this is the only medium where you will let others know that you are doing something, ठीक है? उसके बाद they can help you get hired. Hmm, ठीक है भाई यार, कॉपी इमेज करना भी ज़्यादा, हाँ। डाल तो रहा हूँ। अरे यार, ये अलग सोचते हैं। Also, I'm going to be updating my profile to not to merge stack developer. I'm not going to mention merge stack right now because it's going to be hilarious. I'm going to be mentioning only Node. Hmm, Node.js, JS, and React, React. Okay, and now what we are going to do is that we are going to take some break. We're going to take some break now. And I guess that's it. That's the end for the live stream for today. मेरी आवाज नहीं आई क्या पूरी तरह? हाँ, चलो बाय. No, actually not buy. We are going to do SQL together. ठीक है? We are going to do SQL together. अभी रुक जाओ. थोड़ी देर थोड़ी देर में. सारे Uh, the thing is that what we have signed up for is actually bigger than what we think, bigger than what we have ever thought. So it's not important to get answers about it. It's not important to, you know, all we need to do is just focus on it. We need to focus and learn the art, and that is it. Let us just forget about everything else. Let us just forget about this entire world here, and let us focus on that art. Let us just get rid of this fear of failure. Okay? I'm going to forget that I need to get a job for a month, just for a month. Okay? I would apply for the job, I would go there, but inside of me, I would not want to do anything about that. Okay? Let us just forget about everything else and then focus on what we want to do. Uh, that is it. Oh my god, there is so much to do. We also want to appear on CMAT. Oh my god. Okay. Let us just forget about everything, okay? Let us just forget about all the insecurities and actually apply what we have learned so far. Okay. Let us forget about all the insecurities and actually apply what we have learned so far. Okay, I need to I need to clear up some mental fog inside me. Okay, what is my objective at? Okay, do I want to build some revolutionary product? Potentially, yeah, I do want to do something. I do want to build something revolutionary. I do want to be part of something big. Okay, maybe programming the rockets, maybe programming the interface for AIs and all. Okay, I want to do stuff like that. And also, like the main and the core important goal for me is that I want to become rich. Okay, so what I need to do is everything in front of me. I need to like do lead code every day. I need to do SQL practice every day. I need to practice learning backend development every day. Okay, I need to do projects every day, and that's it. Practice, 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 and I need to apply it somewhere. I need to apply for the job interviews. And so, where is the problem? The problem is that I'm probably overthinking all the possibilities that can happen to me, all the worst possibilities. That I will be jobless forever, I will do nothing, I don't know. And I'm not taking, I'm not listening to my calling. Okay, yeah, it's 16, 17, थोड़ा पंखे ही हवा लेंगे यार. Yeah, let's learn SQL for a half an hour. SQL. SQL board. ठीक है, start here. This is an advertisement. ठीक है. or many of the SQL databases such as SQL that my SQL Postgres SQL and SQL Microsoft SQL and all of those report the common SQL language standard which is what the site will be teaching, but each implementation can differ in additional features and just expansion. It's about for this much relational databases you have to have before learning the SQL syntax. It is important to have a model of the relational database. Actually, is a relational database represents a collection of the related two-dimensional tables, and each of these tables are similar to the Excel spreadsheet, which is the number or the name and the column, the attributes and the properties of the table, and any number of the rows in the data. For example, if the department of the motor vehicles has a database where you might find containing all the known vehicles that people in the state are driving. For the about the table might be to show the model and the name and the type of the type and the number of the wheels and the number of the doors in each of the vehicle. For उसके बाद four focus that is four wheels for your strategical system that is उसके बाद techno roads and four four sports motorcycle. Each of these databases require and containing the information such as the list of registered drivers in the state for the some of the type of the driving license will be registered for the driving violation of each driver for SQL. By learning SQL, the goal is to learn how to answer specific questions about the data, like what the type of the vehicles are on the road and have less than four wheel, and how many models of the car does Tesla produce. Where it's supposed to make to help us make the better decision down the road. Where it's about the lessons. Most of the users will be learning SQL to interact with the existing database. The lessons begin to introducing the various part of the SQL query and the data the lesson will show how you alter the table of the schema and create the new tables from the scratch. Each person will reproduce a different concept and in concept and end with the interactive exercises. Go to the page and don't be afraid to spend the time experimenting with the exercises before continuing. If you happen to be familiar with the SQL already, you can skip ahead using the links in the top of the in the top right. But we would recommend you work through the lessons anyways. So this by the end we hope we will be able to have a strong foundation of using SQL or public some beyond writing SQL queries. So that to retrieve the data from the SQL database, we need to write the selector statement. Select queries 101. To retrieve the data from the SQL database, we need to select statements which are often colloquially. We need to write selector statements which are colloquially. In other words, the information and the conversation and more English than in writing with respect to colloquial. Informal conversation and more suitable for the use in speech and writing. I refer to as queries. A query in itself is just a statement which declares that what are we looking and where to find in it database, optionally how to transform it before it returned, and it has a specific syntax to which what we are going to learn in the following exercises. As we mentioned in the introduction, you can think of a table SQL as a type of entity that is dog, and each row in the table has a specific instance or the type that is plug and wheel, a different pilot pub. As we have mentioned in the introduction, you can think of the table in the SQL as a type of an entity that is dog, yeah, and each row in the table as a specific instance of the type, that is a pug, being different colored pug, etc. And this means that the columns would represent the common property shared by all the instances, that is identity. For example, in the given table data, the most of the basic query would be to write would be the one that selects the couple of the columns, that is select a column and another column from a table, select column another column from the table. But this the result of this query will be two-dimensional set of the rows and the columns, and effectively a copy of the table, but with only the columns that we have requested from the table. ठीक है, फिर इसके बाद ये क्या करते हैं, सारे के सारे कॉलम सिलेक्ट कर लेता है. The query in particular is really useful because it's basically the way to expect a table point अपने all at once. फिर उसके बाद ये ऐसे कर दिया queries movies पे क्या, लेकिन मेरे को क्या करना है, let's say I need to only select a column that is title, ठीक है, title, and मुझे देखना है क्या, I need to ID and title here, here, ठीक है. इसमें क्या करने लग जाऊंगा, टाइटल, ठीक है. बेसिकली मैंने उसको बोल दिया कि टाइटल मुझे प्रेस कर दे दे, है ना. मैं कर दूंगा ईयर टाइटल, तो मुझे ऐसे करके क्वेरीज देखने लग जाएगी, ठीक है. फिर उसके बाद फिर मैं क्या बोलूँगा, यू विल बी यूजिंग सेलेक्ट फ्रॉम मूवीज, ठीक है. सेलेक्ट फ्रॉम टेबल के नाम है मूवीज. फिर उसके बाद वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट हियर, वी आर गोइंग टू now we know how to now we know how to select the specific column of the data from the table. But if you had a table with hundred and millions of the data, reading through all the rows without would be inefficient and perhaps ever impossible. In order to filter certain results from being returned, in order to filter certain results from being returned, we need to use a where clause in the query, and the clause is applied to each row or the data by checking the specific column values to determine whether it should be included in the results or not. ठीक है. In order to filter certain results from being returned, we need to use a where clause in the queries, and clause is applied to each of the data by checking specific column values and determine whether it should be included in the results or not. That is, select a column, another column, and from my table where condition and or another condition and or this condition, ठीक है. From complex clause can be constructed. More complex clause can be constructed by joining the numerous and or logical keywords, that is nums wheel, number of the wheels greater than equal to 4 and those is less than equal to 2, and below are some of the useful operators that you can use for numerical data. ठीक है. Standard numerical operator is ये column name is not equal to 4, ठीक है. या फिर उसके बाद between and या फिर कॉलम नेम इज नॉट इक्वल टू 4, कॉलम नेम इज लेस देन 4, ऐसा करके बोल लो. फिर उसके बाद नंबर इज written in range between column name between 1.5 and 1.05, between 1.5 and 1.05, not between, and column name not between 1 and 10. फिर उसके बाद 1 in number exist, column name m2 comma 4 comma 6. फिर उसके बाद column name not n1 comma 5 is not in addition to making the results more manageable to understand, writing clauses to constraints. In addition to making the results more manageable to understand, the writing process to constraints, the set of the rows returned also allows the query to run faster due to the reduction in the unnecessary data being returned. As you might have noticed now, SQL doesn't require you to write the keywords all capitalized, but as a convention, it helps the people distinguish SQL keywords from columns, tables, and names. SQL keywords from columns and tables and makes the queries easier. फिर उसके बाद use the right constraint the information we need from movies tables for each of the tasks. ठीक है. As you might have noticed by now, the SQL doesn't require you to write the keywords all capitalized, but as a convention, it helps to people to distinguish SQL keywords from columns, tables, and names, and make sure the query is easier to read. ठीक है, फिर इसके बाद यहाँ पे जाते हैं and what it needs to do using the right constraint, find the movies we need from the movies table from each of the task below. Find the movies in a row ID of 6. Find the movies with the row ID of 6. ठीक है, with the row ID of 6. तो अपन को क्या करना है, find the movie with the row ID of 6. अपन को क्या करना है, हाँ, select all where 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 ही है ना, यहाँ पे मैं कंडीशन डालूंगा तो ID इज इक्वल्स टू 6. ठीक है, फिर उसके बाद find movies released in years between 2000 to 2010. Years between 2000 to 2010. यहाँ पे क्या है, ईयर है एंड या फिर where year और year between year between हाँ, हाँ देखता हूँ.